forecast.
Hey there, good Wednesday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Stefanie, and as we approach this first full day of spring, we're expecting some spring showers to hopefully bring us some spring flowers. But let's talk about climate during the month of March. It gives us some context for what we expect for this time of the year. So we begin the month with a low of around 55 in the mornings, high of 74 in the afternoons, and we really start to see a warm up toward the end of the month with our lows about where we are right now, 61 degrees, and afternoon highs. Yep, there you go. 80 degrees is what we typically expect on March 31st. We also see about 2¼ inches of rainfall for this month, and nicely enough, we gain just shy of an hour of daylight, 49 minutes more going through this month. Daylight saving time already began. So with some of that context already set, let's kick off with what your temperatures are looking like as you step out the door. Things are already feeling very warm out there. Some places a little warm for this time of the year in the morning hours. 61 on the nose here in Corpus Christi, 68 at NAS Corpus Christi. We're 10 degrees cooler than that in Rockport, sitting at 58, and also in Alice, a temperature of 58. Either way, this morning we are definitely going to be seeing that surge in humidity, and you're going to notice it going into late morning and especially the afternoon. So for that, we turn to the dog walking forecast. Our star for today is Corky. It looks like our pup here really wants to go for that walk. Well, we are expecting some rainfall in the forecast. Thankfully, I think the forecast is going to cooperate for the morning walk at least. The afternoon might be a little trickier, but I'll help you time it out in a moment. Here's what you can expect in Corpus Christi through the next couple of hours. Because of the cloud coverage, it is once again going to be a slow increase in our temperatures going from the lower 60s to the upper 60s, but our wind direction, the winds pick up a little bit coming from the east. So that is also a direction that brings us some moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll see some friendly winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour for today. But again, our humidity is going to be on the rise, and that begins even this afternoon. Throughout the overnight and into tomorrow, we'll really notice some humid conditions, and this really coincides with our next best chance for rain. We're expecting a tall drink of water here overnight in the coastal bend and through tomorrow. More on that in a moment, but make some plans for this weekend. Our dew points will drop, meaning drier conditions, and we're expecting some nice weather, so it'll feel comfortable outside, nice and warm, and I think you're really going to like the 7-day forecast. But talking about all the water that will be sitting in the air above us, some of that will transition into rain. So throughout the afternoon, there's an opportunity for a passing shower, more likely in places like Corpus Christi and Alice, but we are all in the pool for those rain chances after midnight. Some of those could be storms. Some of those storms could be a little sporty. So for that reason, the Storm Prediction Center has put us in a marginal risk of severe weather for those areas shaded here in the darker shade of green. That's a good chunk of the coastal bend. What it means is that on a scale from 1 to 5, we're at a 1, a lower end probability of seeing a severe thunderstorm as we go through today and tonight. So what does that mean? What's a lower end risk? It means we'll see an isolated storm becoming severe. It'll be limited in duration, coverage, and intensity. So just something to be weather aware of, not necessarily something to be overly concerned with. You just want to be prepared for any storms that could get a little intense. So one model gets us some passing showers throughout today and on into tomorrow. We'll likely see some thunderstorms for the morning commute tomorrow. It's not going to be wide coverage for everybody, but we're expecting this passing rain throughout the day on Thursday, even into the afternoon. We'll have some pockets of sunshine, but that will still bring storms to the area. So you'll want the umbrella starting tonight on into tomorrow. And again, a wet commute for just about everybody tomorrow. Be prepared for that. You can keep up to date with the forecast anytime with your Chris 6 weather experts on air and online. But once we get past this wet stretch of weather here today into tomorrow, we're going to be focusing on this warm up. 87 with sunshine for Friday. A nice weekend ahead of us with temps dropping to the 70s.